Bob Bailey, Buick salesman, is driving to work as usual. As usual, everything's fine with Bob. Or is it?
Try Mercury's Dynaflow. Hey, they can't do this to me. What's going on around here?
Oh, no!
Relax, Bob. Relax. Buick's exclusives are still exclusively yours. Yours alone. The point is, you've got to sell Buick exclusives. Tell the entire 1957 Buick story to your prospective course, but put the hammer on the features that of all cars, Buick alone offers. It's the exclusives that make Buick for 57 the buy of 57. And more than ever before, demonstrate more. It's a ride that makes an exclusive conclusive. First, Buick Styling, exclusively yours.
Here is true gem-like beauty, the classic beauty of sculptured simplicity. Buick's beauty is built in, not stuck on, not stretched, nor puckered, nor tilted, nor wilted. Tell your prospect that Buick Styling is stay-with-you styling. That means stay-with-you value at trading time. Capitalize on the new roominess of Buick's brand new Body by Fisher. Demonstrate its greater entering room, riding room, exit room. This is room for enjoyment. If your customer has tried Plymouth's squeeze-through rear door and pancake flat rear seat, quickly say, "Let me show you how easy it is to get into Buick's back seat." Then add, "Now you're enjoying the full-size comfort of a sofa-deep rear seat. No slicing of seat height to slice car height in Buick. In Buick, you get the new low look with high styling and riding comfort." Let the prospect see for himself Buick's amazing new seeing room. Right, left, overhead, straight ahead, you're in the clear with a Buick as never before. And you've got a big story for Mrs. 5'2". She wants sitting, seeing, and driving comfort. So demonstrate. That's what she gets in Buick. For 57, you have the full-size wheel. Sell it. Make it pay. Remind your prospects that the other fine cars, Cadillac, Lincoln, have retained the 15-inch wheel too, for the same sound engineering reasons. The larger the wheel, the larger the tire. The softer the ride, the greater the tire life. To lower the 57 wheels, Buick designers nested the body low in the chassis, dropped the silhouette without dropping the riding pleasure and pocketbook economy of the big wheel. And here's another styling sales feature for 57. Buick's look of length without the liability of length. With no stuck-on fantail, Buick is easy to turn, to park, and to put in a garage. And Buick's stay-with-you styling is instantly, unmistakably Buick. The unique hood ornament, the slender ventiports, the flowing sweep spear, and Riviera styling, a Buick first that swept the industry, together present a unified theme of beauty, distinctively Buick, the one 1957 car everybody can recognize without reading the name.
Next, Buick Performance is exclusively yours. And what a sales maker you can make of that when you perform.
This year, with transmission claims as thick as mosquitoes, Buick's exclusive instant Dynaflow is still the target of competition, the goal of engineers. The simple fact is that starting, accelerating, cruising, or stopping, no other automatic transmission on the market has ever or can yet equal Dynaflow for pure liquid smoothness. It's the all-fluid transmission, free of gears, free of the harsh-acting mechanical devices of competitive automatics. Don't pull your punches on Dynaflow. Instant Dynaflow is yours, and yours alone. The one transmission with complete freedom from any sensation of shifting. The one transmission without bumps and grinds. With a mere flick of the accelerator, Buick's variable pitch stator is right for performance, right for economy. Instant Dynaflow is the no-compromise transmission. Dynaflow makes no compromise with simplicity either. No push buttons, no wires, no cables, no gadgets. Buick's Dynaflow just works good, like a transmission should. That's especially true in heavy traffic. In fact, when traffic's at its worst, Dynaflow's at its best. And Buick's great new barrel-chested, deep-breathing vertical valve engine is exclusively yours too. An engine that'll snort defiance to any competitor. Coupled to Buick's one and only Dynaflow and Buick's one and only torque tube drive, Buick's new 300 horsepower tornado of torque gives performance few cars match, let alone top. Demonstrate that it's also safer performance, as symbolized by Buick's exclusive safety minder. By buzzing when the preset legal speed is reached, the road, and not the speedometer, gets the driver's attention.
Buick's Ride is exclusively yours.
Go all out in demonstrating and selling Buick's $1 Million Ride. It's still unsurpassed in the industry, still a sales-making Buick exclusive, still one of your best prospect persuaders. Buick's Ride is the result of 3 easily explained, easily demonstrated, easily understood Buick features: rigid X-frame, torque tube drive, and coil springs all around. X marks the spot where Buick's matchless ride begins. The big brace of steel gives Buick's frame rugged resistance to turning and twisting, a backbone with the strength and stabilizing effect of a battleship keel. Buick's frame is the perfect foundation for the exclusive torque tube drive, second piece of engineering wizardry behind the famed Buick Ride. In the average car, propeller shaft and rear end are supported by the rear leaf springs. The springs are forced to take the heavy strain, stress, and twist of starting, driving, climbing, and stopping. They have to be designed to take a beating. The ride is what's left over. With Buick and Buick alone of American cars today, the rugged torque tube takes all the strains of power on or brakes on. The torque tube does all the work. Thus, Buick's springs, coil springs, as used in the dreamiest mattresses, spend all their time doing one thing: cushioning the bumps for the dreamiest ride on the road. All 4 springs are coil springs on Buick. Other cars use coil springs in front only, under the engine. So why give the engine a good ride? What about those Chrysler Corporation torsion bars and outboard mounted rear leaf springs? And what about Mercury's so-called air suspension? Well, remember this, mister, and remember it good. Not one of these features is new. They're old ideas, available to Buick for years, if they'd been good enough. Explain that Buick's new 2-section torque tube permits the car to be inches lower without the loss of an inch of road clearance. Compare that to Plymouth's new bump-scraping ground clearance of only 5 2/10 inches. Buick's trio of torque tube drive, X-frame chassis, and all coil springs is a time-tested, time-proved, bug-free system that nobody's been able to beat. A good demonstration will prove that definitely the best ride is definitely the Buick ride. Round out your story by demonstrating that the sound, solid feel of Buick in action and the sure-footedness on any road are the result of Buick quality. Quality born of a Buick tradition of superior workmanship by master craftsmen. Hit this doubly hard for the special has the big car feel not one of the little three can even approach. Then, remember this.
Buick's popularity is exclusively yours.
Buick's third place in the industry makes Buick #1 full-line car, and you can make hay out of that. Buick's third place position means there are more new car buyers with built-in interest in Buick than ever before. A load of prospects you can dig for pay dirt. Buick's third place position means popularity you can turn into orders from more Ford, Chevy, and Plymouth owners you can upgrade to Buick. And Buick's third place position means popularity in the used car market, too. And that's a surefire angle to dangle before the prospect who figures the angles. Buick's sales position is exclusively yours. Make the most of it and all Buick exclusives. Buick's sweetheart styling, undeniably beautiful, undeniably comfortable, undeniably Buick. Buick's 300 horsepower, no-compromise Dynaflow performance, all fluid, all smooth. Buick's extra dividend $1 million ride, sleeping soft on full-time cushioning of all coil springs. Buick's tradition-busting popularity you can turn into quota-busting sales for real money that's exclusively yours.
Please like and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos.